What is going on, YouTube? So today we are going to be making a template for a rear seat delete brace, I guess is how you'd say it. I don't know. It's in my head. It sounds really good. I've got some plans. I'll show you them on the computer that I designed. And hopefully we can get a brace made out of particle board today, and later in the week we will actually transfer that into the actual material that we will be making it out of. So first things first, I've been getting actually a lot of comments from you guys asking how to turbo your car, what is the first step to turboing your car, all of that stuff. And we're going to start out with a little info that I've learned and what I would do if I were going to turbo my car again. Alright guys, so to start things off with turboing your car, you want to do as much homework as you can possible just so you know what you're doing. And you're not confused the whole time while you're trying to turbo the car. That's going to make things 10 times harder than it needs to be. If you kind of look at people's turbo setups and all of that stuff, just understand where parts are, what parts are what. Everyone knows what a blow-off valve is because you've done all the research on that. You know what they sound like. You've really looked into them and you got a general understanding of what they do. Turbos the same way. What does a turbo do? Makes boost. I don't know how to explain it, but I get a general understanding of what a turbo does, and before I turboed my car, I went through, got a general idea of what I wanted to do with the car, got a general idea of how turbo systems worked, and what I needed to achieve turboing my car. Basic things that you will need: exhaust manifold, all of the charge piping, blow-off valve, intercooler, all of that stuff. You will also need a turbo, that's a big one, and then fueling to support the turbo, because you are going to be introducing at least double the atmospheric pressure or whatever. You're going to be turning it up. I know you guys want to. Watching all these YouTube videos, I want to do the same thing. And then the most important part is finding someone to tune it, or a tune that's available for your car, your stock ECU, your standalone, whatever you go with. So those are just some things to think about. And if I were going to be turboing my car again right now, the first thing that I would do, just so I'm not stuck, is finding all of the physical parts necessary to turbo the car. So the turbo, the intercooler piping, the blow-off valve, fuel injectors, what else is necessary for exhaust system, all of that stuff is probably the first thing that I would do. Next, I would look into where can I get all of this stuff tied in together and running properly on my car. Getting a good tune is very important, and that will keep you going. And those are some general tips just to help you guys out with your future turbo builds if you guys are planning on doing that. It's a lot easier than you guys think. You just need to do a little bit of research and kind of figure out what you want to do with your car and how turbo systems work, and you'll be just fine. It is so simple. Now that I've done it, I would do it again for sure, and we might in the future. So yeah, let's move on to making that rear brace for my car. Alright guys, so this is the finalized version that I came up with, and it has the posts that would ride where the rear seats normally would ride in both sides, as you guys can see. We've got the holes marked out just so you guys can visualize where we are going to be riv nutting it to the body of the car. And yeah, so basically the goal is to make a lightweight rear seat delete brace kind of thing for the car, and its basic purpose is to do a weight reduction on the car. I am not looking to stiffen up the rear end or anything like that, even though it is kind of designed and looks kind of like that. It is more for a weight saving purpose. So yeah, the basic goal now is to make a template and cut it out to the same shape as this one. and then we can kind of test fit, make any adjustments that we need to make, see how well it would work in the car before we actually make the real version. And yeah, should be a pretty fun project. Alright guys, so it is all traced out. Ignore all of these crazy lines everywhere. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time, but we finally got it. So all the corners match up at each center point. So we are good. This wide line here, that's extra. We are going to be following this to get 3-inch runners, I guess. So it'll be 5-inch base here, 5-inch base here, 5x5, 25 inches squared. Math, frick yeah. And then just 3-inch beams going across, and these will all be one piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and cut it out with the jigsaw here, and we will hopefully have somewhat of a prototype of this thing ready to go. Alright guys, so here is the final product so far. I do have to make a few more trims and clean it up, do some sanding, and then we can start coating it and making it more into a mold. I guess first we should probably go out to the car, test fit, make some corrections if we need to, and then we can start prepping it and make it into a mold. And then yeah, so that is going to be it for tonight. It is already 10 o'clock and I really don't feel like test fitting this, unfortunately. So I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys for watching. So peace out.